Sponsored by Black Magic Design, the world's highest quality products for the feature film, post and broadcast industries. blackmagicdesign.com. Western Digital and SanDisk, the global leader in memory cards and SSDs. westerndigital.com. The Tonkawa Film Festival, celebrating short films from around the world. tonkawafilmfestival.com. And by JMR Rentals, jmrny.com.
A movie called Little Death by Jacques Beger. This film won the Next Innovator Award. So, they have their U.S. dramatic, they have their U.S. documentary, but then they also have this Next program where they have films I don't quite understand how they fit in. And I can understand why this movie got into this program, because it is a trip. It stars David Schwimmer as a Hollywood screenwriter named Martin Solomon. And when you're watching the film, it starts with narration from his character, which then you learn is actually a character he's writing. But his narration does sort of continue through. And it's about self-medicating while also being over-medicated. And, he has these different afflictions. He's getting all these pills and he's losing himself in this. And it's about his relationship to his work. He's a writer on a hack TV show, and he really wants to be a very strong independent filmmaker. He wants to be an authentic voice. And I can't say too much, because after a certain point, it's no longer his story. There's a change in his perception of his own reality, and then through that, we are allowed to follow a different through line. And the back half of the film is now a very young film. Now it's a couple of young people trying to make their way in LA, and you think it might be their story.
Is it kind of like a movie within a movie type of thing?
No, it's more of those. It's almost that Linklater Slacker thing where
just kind of drifts.
Yeah, and then now we're following over here. So you're following one through line, and then someone throws it to someone else, and now you're following them for a while.
Is it coherent though?
Yes, very much so.
Okay.
But I was watching it with some friends, and there was one point during Solomon's through line that they got confused based on his perception of himself, and I had to remind them what was happening. But really very trippy, very imaginative, very daring. It takes a lot of risks, but I think they all pay off. And I can understand why it was given an Innovation Award, because it was very innovative in the way that it was put together.
Very cool. I think most people still think of David Schwimmer as the Friends guy, but he was a really good actor before Friends, mm-hmm. and he was doing stuff on stage, and he's one of those people that kind of got the lost in the sitcom. What do we think in terms of that coming out? Like, is that a streaming picture? Do you think that'll get a wide release?
I don't know how I can see it in an art house, but more than likely, I imagine you're going to find this on a streamer.
Are we like Beau is Afraid territory?
Yeah, I would go that far, yes.
Okay.
Yes. It's not for everyone, but I think it really does reward the patient viewer, the person who wants something different. I kind of, as I was watching it, I was picking up all these little influences from other films. So I said, if you took Prozac Nation, Adaptation, Woody Allen, not a Woody Allen film, actually Woody Allen, Kids, and Requiem for a Dream with a dash of demonic AI in a blender, you'd have this film.
I don't know if I want to see that, but it's interesting.
There's some shocking shots in the film that come at you like through the course of just the runtime. I'm watching this film. Oh my God, what was that?